My name is Radiata Lycoris, and today we are playing some more Reverse 1999. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I will say that I am enjoying this game quite a lot. So, it's been a while since I've been this into a gacha game like this. So I am enjoying it so far, especially the story. Not only that, I also got Dahlia hook up on it. Now she's like can't stop like thinking about like story quotes and stuff like that. She can't keeps on thinking about the quote. She keeps hearing the soundtrack in her head, and yeah. So it's like funny. But yeah, today we're gonna stay focused and we're gonna try and get through chapter 3 because that's our main objective of the day, and with this video in specifically. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's not waste any time, and hopefully my characters are leveled up enough so that we could just get through this. I'm not trying to rush through the story, I'm just trying to record the story. That's the problem, and I just want to get to the unlocking more game modes, if any. So without further ado, because that will help me grind and will help me be able to get more free currency to pull on the banners. So without further ado, let's start with chapter 3 part 1. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. I think it's Chaldean. Okay, I guess I am trying to pronounce it. Chaldean oracles. Yeah. Well, this is like Chaldea.
What arcanists regard to be more important is the knowledge from another pathway, which is often known as gnosis. Compared with mankind's knowledge gained from reasoning, what are the features of gnosis?
Oh, I did not like that. I did not like that that chalkboard sound effect. I tell you, I'm not into ASMR. I hate the chalkboard sound. I hate it.
Sonetto.
I know, like, what you call it, chalkboards are kind of outdated now. I think there's still some schools that have chalkboards. When I was in middle school, one of the classrooms had a chalkboard, so my teacher did use a chalkboard. I did not enjoy the sound at all. Let's just say, and I had to wash the chalkboard too. Yeah, it is not pleasant. It is messy.
Miss, the features of gnosis are 1. It cannot be verified by an independent third party, and 2. It is impossible to be comprehended through reasoning.
Exactly. And that's also one of the reasons that the knowledge of the study of arcanum is hard to be accepted by the academic world.
Interesting.
The academic research is required to be open to the public and can pass the independent tests. But the unpredictability of arcanum will lead to the arcane researches to methodological agnosticism. Thus, all the trainings and the scientific stabilizing appliances that the school provided for you is to overcome the instability of your arcane skill, in order to ensure the peace and stability of the human world.
May the peace be with us.
Wow. I also hate that too in school, where you have to like always chant like the same stuff. That kind of stuff creeps me out when I was a kid, but I knew I had to, so I didn't like that though.
Oh, j'ai presque été assez rapide pour répondre à cette question. Comment elle a pu être si rapide?
Oh, she's speaking a different language. I don't know what it is though. I can't. It's gonna take a bit for me to know what it is. I was almost quick enough to answer that question. How could she be so fast?
Next question. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the number of arcanists, along with the related literature, had reduced correspondingly. Who can tell us the history of that time in brief?
I know this is this was the free 5-star character they gave us, right? I don't know. I forgot her name. No, Matilda. That's her name. I think that's her. This is her. She sounds like her.
I know this one.
They're so cute. Look at the small versions of themselves.
Sonetto.
As the Roman Empire declined, some arcanists were tempted by the irrational side of their nature and applied magia naturalis in warfare and disputes over interests, which irritated the church and other powers of religion. At that time, people in Europe widely considered arcanum to be the paganism that collaborates with the demons, hence the trials against arcanists.
Yeah, sounds about right.
In response, arcanists struck back fiercely. However, due to their spontaneous character and the unpredictability of their whereabouts, their communication was unsuccessful during the fight. Both sides struggled in repeated battles. In the end, mankind, jointly led by both their religious and secular leaders, prevailed.
C'est pas possible. C'est pas ce que m'a dit
That can't be.
grand-père.
That's not how Grandpa told me. Oh, she knows something different.
Miss, she's wrong. I know the right answer.
All right, give it a try, Matilda.
It is Matilda.
For what I know, it wasn't Arcanists who started the war. The attack on Constantinople was waged by lordships in Western Europe to ransack the capital for resources and the literature of Arcanum. The nursery rhyme my grandpa sang for me tells me all about it. And long ago, Arcanists weren't called by this name. They were once gifted philosophers, diviners, or doctors, until they were put on the labels of pagans, freaks, and witches, and isolated by their people. They were entirely forgotten. The next time people saw them, they had this new name, Arcanists.
Inspiring. Do you remember its name?
Grandpa never told me that.
How about the melody? Could you present several lines for the class?
Let me think. It was like, that's not it. Oh, that's weird. I can't remember it.
That's strange. She was so confident that she knew that there was like a nursery rhyme or a song for the knowledge her grandfather told her, but now she can't seem to recollect what it is. I think this organization is shifty. Something is very shifty about them.
Haha! Don't remember a thing, but still feel confident enough to answer the question. Shame on you, little thing.
That like it's just that Sonetto is very book smart. Like she is remembering what is being taught to her, what she required to read. While I think Matilda is going off of experience from what her grandpa told her. So I think in that case, I feel like maybe Matilda might be the more accurate one, but we'll see.
I was even humming the rhyme last night. It's just
So if she
Sit down, please, Matilda.
So if she was humming it last night, then yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how's she forgetting it all of a sudden? Unless they heard her humming it last night.
Sonetto is correct.
I don't think Sonetto's correct.
Matilda, you have just transferred here. It may take you some time to get used to our curriculum.
Oh.
A rhyme can be used in studying folklore, but it's still different from a formal historical intelligence.
Personne m'écoute.
Class, please turn to the last question of the test.
Last question to test.
After the Ottoman Empire seized control over Constantinople, Georgius Gemistos, a member of our Charon commune, also an arcanist and philosopher of the Roman Empire, traveled to Florence.
I don't remember this name, so I'm not sure if this name is actually in history or not. I don't remember certain stuff from The Ottoman Empire. I remember going over it in history. I just don't recall the little details. He's also Arcanist and a philosopher of the Roman Empire. He traveled to Florence.
He brought one classical literature of ancient theurgy into the city, which sparked discussion and later brought about the annual Humanists Gathering, the Chaldea Conference, where the study of Arcanum was debated over its use for mankind development. Who knows the name of his work brought by Gemistos?
Miss, me.
Miss, please! I know this one! I do know!
Her eyes fall on the desk next to Sonetto. There's a short wall made of books on the desktop.
Vertin, do you know the answer to this question? Vertin?
The instructor walks down from the podium.
Vertin. She is absent again.
Miss! I know the answer! It is Chaldea Oracles!
That's very interesting. I'm glad that we're going over the backstory so soon about the organization and how they are raised. That's interesting.
No, you are not awake yet. You are still drowned in this mire of meditation. Sticky, swampy, and dark.
Great, this voice again. Is this my memory?
Memory. Good try. The logic you pride yourself on continues to serve you properly. It allows you to make some good deductions here, like a biologist analyzing the cause of a humpback appearing in a swamp. But the answer will disappoint you, unfortunately. This is just a dream, an illusion they shoveled into your head. These people are very familiar with using coercive power.
They are.
A group of people in gowns. Their gowns are made of white polyester and are over knee length.
Yeah,
There
I
are
could.
7, namely number 1 to number 7.
I think I noticed.
Probably only those odd number guys are here. Or maybe number 4 or 6 is also with them. Damn it, I don't care.
Then why are you telling me this?
What matters is that your classmate is among them. No, not the gentle and loyal one who always stands by your side.
Are you talking about Matilda?
It is the other one. The one with indifferent outlines that makes her look like a refined machine.
That makes her look like a refined machine.
Let's skip her first name and only pay attention to her glorious family name. Like what most people did. Like sherry cask whiskeys to the alcoholic. Upman's cedar-aged Robusto Cameroons to smokers. And the Mesmers to the Arcanists.
What do they do?
Anything mystical. When they sit there and point at you with an iron stick, you'll pass out. When they put an iron ring around your neck, you'll feel burnt. You must be familiar with all these freaky tricks, because you are surrounded by freaky tricksters. Like that little girl who protects others with her glass-dipping pen, or that floating apple dancing in the air.
Okay.
The Mesmers know how to suffocate the flames of consciousness. They help you free fall internally to the bottom of the abyss, as you are now. It's really hard finding an Arcanist who can freely master such skill. As you know, scarcity causes tragedy. That was the start of her nightmare. When the child labor law was turned into a piece of wrinkled paper to wrap the sandwich. The young daughter of the Mesmer family was led to a room when she was 12. Before she stepped in, she had sensed the messy magnetic field on the other side of the door. thanks to her acute perception. Compared to humans, arcanists are much more emotionally vulnerable. It won't take much to overwhelm them and force them to regress to animals. The Mesmers are merciful and professional. They will never turn away any patient who comes to them for treatment.
The Mesmers. Have we ran into a character that had that name? And I'm just like forgetting it.
By then, you should realize the wrapping paper was never protecting the sandwich, but the hand. The mustard from an unknown bottle, the squeezed meatloaf, and rusty lettuce leaf. All were crushed and fell out from between the bread. Just like the chaotic noises and the raspy screaming that fill her ears. This filth contaminated the little girl's hands and corrupted the white polyester. It is indeed a good time for silence. Now you've noticed those exposed wounds on the machine, those marks from repeated washing and adjustments. Well, the traumata from childhood is usually hard to forget. Those memories are engraved in our heart and run through our veins. Eventually, they contaminate every single neuron with mucus snot.
Ew.
Since then, every inch of growth is an extension of pain. New bones will be eroded, and the condition can't be cured by cellular renewal. Both you and her are familiar with this. Okay, take your suitcase. Now it's time. Get lost.
Like black and sharp. It's hopping around. Touch it. Okay, level 30. That's not bad. Just, oh, I forgot to change someone, but I think it should be fine. What is your wish, timekeeper? It would be great if I met you and your rumble first. Mr. Carson, where are you? Does a career talk that much? Okay. Thorny and pure-blooded. Okay. Frog and toffee. The last class is over. Students leave the classroom with their friends in groups.
Goodbye, miss.
Oh, there goes Burton.
I will just take another route.
Sonato, come here. Is my book all still there? She didn't push it down, right?
She didn't.
she is nice. Unlike the bad potion instructor who turned my books into a puddle of mud.
Hmm.
Oh, right. Guess what I found today? Here, give me your hand. Look, the foreteller of the rain, the Hyla Arborea. I caught it through the school's front gate. I even got stung by the electric fence when I took my hands back.
Ooh.
It keeps croaking in my pocket. Look, it's still raining outside.
Aren't you aware that you've been given a timeout, Miss Burton?
Huh?
I don't understand why you always skip classes. You know that we are not supposed to pay too much attention to affairs outside the school. Please, don't bring me these pebbles and frogs anymore. These are meaningless. We are born to die martyrs.
We are born to die martyrs.
Why? Just because the student handbook says so?
That's right.
I don't like the handbook. It smells like those stinky socks in the attic. Sonato, aren't you really curious about what is outside the school? You were also in that parade outside the school before. The pebbles, the frogs, the attic with stinky socks. They're just a teeny tiny part of the whole world. I once met a girl who came to our school.
Please stop. These are very dangerous things.
Hmm.
The student handbook is protecting us. It is protecting us from harm and regrets. As the instructors have told us, to live is to lose things around us until the day we lose life itself to death. That's why we should only focus on the supreme missions.
Until the day we lose life itself. To death.
Now it's coming, my lord.
What?
Ooh.
Don't forget my heartbeat.
Ugh! Failed.
I don't like that. I don't like that very much. That's cryptic as heck. Ooh.
Her dramatic segment has been reactivated. Increase the power, stabilize her psych cube. Try the next dream.
The artificial somnambulism therapy may not work on her, Mesmer.
Oh. Is she? She's a mesmer.
You're here, Madam Z.
So is she the girl that they're talking about?
All patients who have the symptoms of stress disorder need to receive treatments in the rehabilitation center. Her trauma level was assessed as a type 2. I needed to take responsibility for her health.
Back in the year when she became the timekeeper, she didn't receive any treatment. I know her well. She has enough power in her to make it through.
I'm just following orders, madam. It is the committee's direct order to treat Verton. If you have anything to say, convince the vice president first.
She hasn't had any food for days. Gave her a glucose injection. I have a meeting later, so if you would excuse me.
She sounds so much like a robot. Like, you know, like Cortana? Like, there's nobody not... I don't know if she's like supposed to be like a robot or something, but she sounds very robotic. Or if that's just the voice direction. She sounds very robotic. I'm just saying. She sounds like an AI or something. Madame Z takes her thermos cup and leaves the room. The ward becomes silent again. There are barely any other sounds except the slight electrical buzzing.
I did expect you would have learned your lesson in such a long time. Timekeeper. No, I'm more used to calling you Verton. I have changed.
Oh.
Have you? Are you still suffering from those pointless things?
You say she shakes her head. Her eyes lift onto the screen. The sight cube amplitude is leaping in a repeated fixed pattern. Burton doesn't give her response. Oh, we unlocked something. Tap here to explore the noise and rots in your mind.
There are many arcane animals that only come out in the rain.
That.
Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa! Watch out, mate!
Isn't it? Load broken ideas for improvements in power. This does crit damage. Damage taken. Reduction. Oh. And then you tap here to view the load inside. Tap again to perceive it from a different angle. Tap here to quick load ideas. Fill the blanks in the brain to make it complete. So now she has this one, which is HP. Can you like take these out, or is that just... Oh, you just hit the back button. Your stats will be further improved as you level up your resonance. The more you ponder, the more you gain. Oh, so that's what those are used for. Oh. Can this flip? No, it can't flip. Oh. Hmm.
Welcome to Typhon's movie party!
She already has some on her. Is this different? Bit different. Artificial somnambulism. It's time for the Foundation's arcane ability test. Please hold on. I need to confirm the test items again. Use of arcane skill, reaction speed, and emergency response. Alright. Items confirmed. Artificial somnambulism device set. I will take you to the test area as soon as possible. Okay, go here. Please read the instructions carefully and pay attention, extra attention on the highlighted sections. This one allows to reflect oneself, which means it's a great challenge to the most of us all. Take the challenge to get clear drops and resonate materials. Yeah, that's what this is the game mode I was trying to unlock. It consists of multiple dreams. Okay. You will get rewards and the total number of stars that you've collected. You will get rewards according to the number of stars you have collected. The more the challenge cleared, the better the rewards. Okay. There are new rewards to win every week, and the reward progress will not be reset. Okay, so there's some things that resets and other things that don't. Oh, surface training report. Okay. Oh, I guess you get some currency from this game mode to unlock, to get these materials. Okay. I am gonna do this. However, let me see. Ooh. What? Check the details of each stage of the dream so that you know what's coming next. Many events are prowling in every corner of the dreams. Tap on them to discover more. On a light gray floor and the wall scatters the logo in champagne-like color, the well-arranged stone pillars manifest the greatness of this building, while the cold hard cement, bricks, and granite begin to bring about order and obedience to this place. It must be a magnificent scene when it collapses. But will this really happen? I'm not sure. I can't even tell if it is really built with cement bricks and granite. It's just somehow I have a strange feeling since I've arrived. It feels very strangely familiar. The familiarity feels so natural and justifiable, like the smell of wheat when you cut the white bread or the yellow postcards found in the middle of a book. At this moment, a flash of inspiration strikes me, like a lightning flickering in the depths of my brain. I don't remember anything, but the familiarity is not just an illusion. I know that. Oh. Oh, so these are like about Insight 1 level 5. Same thing, it's gonna be like that all the way through 5 levels. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this later. Because we have to focus on the story in this chapter. You know, hopefully it'll let us move on. Oh yeah, we gotta do these. So, Trail 1. A record of a day in the Laplace Rehabilitation Center. Try to understand. Oh, timetable. Okay, let's see. From 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., patrol the lobby and the surrounding areas. From 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., reported for duty at the reception and received one visitor reciting the whole employee card, an employee number. Can anyone actually do that? 9:30 a.m. to 9:35 a.m. Done with breakfast. P.S. The nut scones today is a bit hard. I hate hard scones. I like it better when it's fresh, obviously. I think everybody's like that. Scones is a hit or miss everywhere, I feel like. 9:35 a.m. 12:30 p.m. reception time. Smile, Sandy, smile. 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. lunchtime. Roast spinach with potatoes and roast pork chops. Ooh. 1:30 p.m. and 2 o'clock p.m. reception time. Never had a pork chop this small. Oh, it's a small pork chop. That's sad. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. reception time. Where on earth is the 12th issue of Weird Tales? Who would steal a stupid pulp magazine? Damn it. Somebody tell me the ending. 3 p.m. to 3:05 p.m. reception time. Phew. Smile, Sandy, smile. Okay, 3:05 p.m. to 4:05 p.m. reception time. There seems to be uproar in other areas. I think I need to go to the bathroom. 4:05 p.m. to 4:10 p.m. reception time. Okay, this was just 5 minutes. Seriously? Yeah. Yeah, hey, when you have to you waiting for time to pass and then you look at your clock and you found out it's just only 5 minutes that went by, or maybe a minute. I hate when it's just like a minute that went by. And that's all. 4:10 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. reception time. Amanda should have reported for duty much earlier. She was late for unbelievably 45 minutes late last time. Oh, last time, huh? 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. reception time. Great, she's late. Late. For how much longer do I have to sit in this dump today? I also hated that too, when people come in very late and you don't know when they're gonna come in, and then they don't come in at all. Like, there was, when I was working this one job, I was just waiting and I had to tell the manager, I'm just like, is she gonna come? You're not, because I have to go. My shift is done. I have to go, you know? And then she took the time to call her and she did not pick up. But that's how that one coworker was. She shows up when she wants to show up and stuff like that. I hate when it's people like that, but they show up when they want to show up. The boss does not fire them. And yeah, she just comes in late or don't show up at all. And I'm just like, okay, since this is a common thing that y'all allow her to do, don't y'all think y'all should have warned me? I guess, things like that. So it's warn me, or maybe it should have been called her earlier that she's supposed to come in, or call somebody else, because I wasn't gonna stay that long, obviously. Especially if the job doesn't pay well. Anyway, 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Take a deep breath, Sandy, and smile. Only 30 minutes to go. I hate that too. I feel Sandy because, you know, kind of I think I wouldn't be lying if anybody has to force I feel like at this point everybody kind of forces a smile at their workplace, you know, because you can't emotionally dump on people, and when you're having a bad day you can't really let that show when you're at your job. You kind of, especially if you're working in a reception or anything like that, like a cashier or an entertainer or a working at a fast food place, jobs where you have to be the smiling one. I think the only people who are I think allowed to complain or allowed to be upset is apparently the customers, because the customers are always right and the customers are entitled to, you know, to express the way how they feel, because they're the one that's buying the product, if you know what I mean, or the one visiting a rehabilitation center or at a hospital. People comes first, and when you're on your job you have to force yourself to smile and just Hope to make it through. Only 30 minutes to go, she says. If this is the same day, she's like, only 30 minutes to go. I guess they called somebody to try to see if they could replace her. 7:30. Whoa. PM. 13:3:12. Apple healthy way to drink every hour. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Help deal with the emergency. Somebody please lock those lunatics. They are running towards the corridor. Ooh. Request for leave Sandy. Time 3 days. Reason mental trauma. What happened? Wow. Well, she is at a rehabilitation center. I just don't know which kind she works at. She might work at like an asylum or something. Trail 2, another dream. A touch of fresh grass. The round eye is blinking alone. You can hear the sounds it's making everywhere. Take it along.
What interesting accident will happen next?
The 10 incantation echoes here. After a character casts a 3-star incantation, HP max HP times 25 for all enemies. Okay. Broking. A frog this large? Aww.
I would like to express my deepest regret for the accidents.
The green in yours. The green is yours from now on. The petite one that are good at jumping off, hanging around lakes and groves. They can always make it to under the leaves before the rain drops. That is how the students who paid attention to at class locate where they are and catch them with their own hands. Insight 1 load. Stalk or stalky?
Hello, this is Soneto, the chief assistant of the Foundation's timekeeper. My employee number is SF38000000801102Y.
You gotta be kidding
Could you please
me.
register a visit to Ward 1525 for me?
Please present your ID. Hold that crystal with your right hand until the color changes.
Oh, okay.
What is the shape of the sun? A sphere or a cube?
A sphere.
Which is edible? Rubber, cabbage, or carbuncle?
Cabbage?
Cabbage.
Oh, wow.
Does the rain come down from the sky or the other way around?
Can be both.
You're good to go. Take these materials with you. The visitor guide is between the second and third page. Go in from the left, turn right twice, and take the lift. Keep walking and you will see the ward.
Is this what kind of receptionist? Sandy, is that her name? Sandy was? She's like wearing like the astronaut helmet. I don't know what's going on. I feel like because she's doing like asking weird questions as if she's trying to monitor for imposters of some sort.
I see. Thank you. Is there anything else else I should know?
Just leave the number out next time. Will you?
Huh?
Oh. The receptionist disappears once again behind the counter. The receptionists are so odd, man. They hate their jobs.
The nurses seem busy here. The registration is also more rigorous than it was before. I wonder if this is because of the storm. Turn right again. But there's only one way, and it goes left. Did I miss any crossings?
Taneto looks back over her shoulder. A shadow swiftly disappears around the corner.
What's that?
She goes to the corner. There's only a machine with a shaking console.
Maybe I'm seeing things.
The building of La Place Scientific Computing Center have been cleverly designed. A crossing is hidden in this corner.
So, here is a junction to the right.
Taneto walks to the junction and disappears into the light. Behind her, one of the doors in the hallway is open. Ooh, I missed that. A footsteps, sometimes near, sometimes far. It follows Taneto. Speeding up. It speeds up. Slowing down. It slows down as well. Well then. Let's go faster and faster. Until the shoes are about to be lifted from the ground. And now, run.
Press every button here to buy some time. Who was that? Could be a disoriented patient, or a mana spy, or... I can't get away from them. And I will not bring danger to the timekeeper. I will catch this person.
The elevator stops at the 15th floor, and rather empty and spacious here. One can only hear Saneto's footsteps, aside from the ever-going automatic broadcast in the building.
The Rehabilitation Center is established to provide effective medical services and trainings to the patients for their bodily functions to be restored. This center is managed by Laplace Scientific Computing Center. If you have any special requirements or have encountered any suspicious persons, please move to the ground floor lobby for help. If you are distant from the lobby, please press the yellow button next to the fire hose cabinets. The security on your floor will come to assist shortly.
Pretty sure they're talking about this one. The footsteps appear again.
They're here. I don't see any cabinets. That's fine.
If no help or assistance has come to you in time, you may take action to defend yourself. A free wake-up procedure will be administered on any unresponsive persons, if any.
Good. Just what I need. The sanitary trolley is parked at the next turn. I've left the biggest garbage bag on it.
He suddenly speeds up and quickly turns into the corner. The unknown follower becomes anxious and runs to the corner.
Who are you? Speak up. Why are you following me?
This sounds like Matilda, honestly. Yep. A follower refused to respond. It clutches the bag to cover its face and tries desperately to escape.
Stop! You're not getting away.
The bag is struggling with an effort. This is a battle of dignity. Taneto feels it is slipping away from her grasp, so she pulled out her wand.
Whoever you are, may the peace be with us.
Wow. So many things that I haven't seen.
The enemy has extremely high mental defense. yet relatively low reality defense. Any ally who deals reality damage is recommended in this battle. It is Matilda.
Somebody doesn't need a bodyguard.
It sounded like her. New blood.
Matilda? It's you?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I thought it was someone suspicious, so...
Matilda buries her face in her palms and shrugs her shoulders.
Matilda, are you alright?
Matilda gives Sonetto a push and steps back. Her face blushes.
Sonetto, comment oses-tu? Attack the monitor student in primary defense and disturb the peace in public. You! As your classmate used to be, I'm obliged to stop you from making a scene here and disturbing the patients. I'm here to give you my warning.
You're the one that's acting all weird. She suddenly runs towards the other end of the hallway before Sonetto can possibly react to it and do something.
Please wait.
Ouch!
Oh, isn't it the sonneteer? And our outstanding graduate. I thought it was some acute mania patient getting out, waiting for my fancy transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy.
Ah, ça fait mal. Sonneteer? How would I have anything to do with her? I'm Matilda Boaniche, the top 3 students in school, the monitor assistant, and the speaker of graceful French.
Nah, so it's French.
None shall forget my name after making the acquaintance of me.
I didn't, but I guess no one will remember the 3rd place.
Go away! Go! Don't stand in my way!
Matilda, please take...
Matilda runs away without looking back. Sonetto stands there with a handkerchief in her hand. She's about to give it to Matilda.
She just ran away like that. There's even garbage dust on her hair.
Oh.
I didn't know she was the one following me. I shouldn't have acted in haste.
Well, you're in a... I think it's like an asylum or like a research center. It's like a scary place. I mean... not much you can do about that.
All right, get down to business. Sonetto, you are here visiting the timekeeper, right? Follow me.
Okay.
So something must have happened to Vertin.
A little bird told me you went to visit Vertin. Is that right?
Yes.
How is she doing?
Just like the other patients. Unconscious.
Artificial somnambulism therapy shall be good for her. It's been 4 years since she became the timekeeper. She surely needs a break.
Yes, and I have no other opinion about this, Madam Vice President. I'm here for another issue.
Madam Z placed a stack of files on the
The
desk.
proposal of additional manpower submitted by the House of Integratus. I have given it consideration. It's not worth a committee hearing. Are you here to talk about dead plans?
Constantine.
Yes, because I have the exact opposite view. Vertin's suitcase will not be affected by the storm, just like the buildings in our headquarters, which means she will soon be able to form a team, indirectly controlled by the Foundation. I suggest putting her in command of an independent autonomous unit. With enough support, they should soon become another reliable force of the Foundation. And it also facilitates our relationship with Vertin.
The people Vertin brought back with her. Who are they?
Arcanists who have stable personalities, good command over their arcane skills, and some social experiences.
If you ask me, they are some pitiful exiles who lost everything in the storm.
Not wrong. Also, she kind of looks like Vertin. But that's just a guess, you know. Could be Vertin's mom. Just they mention her a brief moment, but wouldn't she recognize her? Also, that's a very long collar.
So desperate, horrified, and overwhelmed, longing for something stable to hold on to. Vertin is not here. Only the Foundation can give them what they want. But what can they give us in return? The innate arbitrariness of Arcanists, or questioning our beliefs of mankind's supremacy because they have nobler blood? Of course the Foundation needs new blood, especially those who are highly obedient and know the importance of order. That's why these poor refugees need no independent unit or autonomy. They need the guidance of disciplines. A teaching more comprehensive than what's been given to those naive children in school.
I see. What you want is a group of dumb puppets.
Oh.
I'm always the optimist in the room, and you know that, Miss Z. This won't be so much of a dead plan if one day they can prove they are not some dumb puppets.